Hey guys, it's me, Grim. Bringing you an Arms Warrior PvP guide. It's not really played that much, but lately I've been seeing a bunch of warriors just running in arenas and doing massive deeps, especially with a healer. So let's go over talents first. Normally, if you're just a warrior, you want to rock Juggernaut. Double time is amazing for mages and hunters. Don't forget about that because you'll get explosive shot and slowed by mages. So double time is amazing, especially when they blink away. Going for level 30 talents, and Rage Regeneration is still my #1 priority talent. But Second Wind I've seen work really well, especially when you're super low. If your arms, you're a single target DPS, so you'll do massive deeps and leech 25% healing to you. It's awesome. It's amazing. Going for 45, Sudden Death, Taste of Blood, and Slam are all very wise choices. I personally like Slam. It's my main rage. I can get rid of my rage and do massive deeps with it. Sudden Death is still very nice for those instant executes, and Taste for Blood for the rage is very well with the Second Wind. You'll constantly have rage, and that means constant damage. It's a very good combo if you want to rock Second Wind. Going for 60, like always, Stormbolt with double time, and then Shockwave with Juggernaut for the melees. Dragon Roar is not really used too much, but if you do use Dragon Roar, we would go down to the level 90 talents and go Bloodbath. So going for the 75 talents. In our arena, depending if you're versing casters, Mass Spell Reflect, and if you're versing melee, Safeguard, because sometimes reflecting a polymorph off your healer is very well. That way, you can just pretty much CC one of the opponents, and you'll be fine. Going to the 90 talents, I'm rocking Avatar. Everyone rocks Blaze Storm to get out of the snares, but I'm there for the big bursts and the big hits to kill them as fast as possible. And plus, it gets me out of the snare, and the cooldown is a little bit longer, but the damage is increased, and I think it's worth it for the extra time. Going for level 100. Ravager is a cool combo to play with Blaze Storm, but it's pretty much worthless right now. I mean, if they made like a bleed effect with Ravager, it would be way better. But we're going with Anger Management on this one, in my opinion. Unless you're versing a healer to go Siegebreaker, but Anger Management is awesome versus melee and other casters, because you totally can annihilate people with spamming Whirlwind and getting that 30 rage spent. So each second will be ticked off one of your stuns, and even Avatar or Blaze Storm itself. Now that being said, we're on Siegebreaker. Whenever there's a healer, they're casting a heal, you can totally you're not just physically in game bothering them, you're mentally messing with them, because they're confused why they got slammed, because it gets people off guard. You don't really have that many slams in the game anymore, but Siegebreaker is definitely one of those for the books, and it hits super hard. Going for glyphs, I'm rocking Glyph of Bull Rush, generate 15 additional rage, which you will need as a arms warrior for the second glyph. If you're versing casters, Rude Interruption, of course, increases that damage. Plus, if you're arms, that's really good for single targeting. If you're not versing a caster, I would recommend Glyph of Rallying Cry for the leech. Shattering Throw is also very nice for mages. And then I'm already rocking Rallying Cry for me. But if you weren't rocking Rallying Cry, I would definitely go with a Heroic Leap, so you can catch up to people faster, because it gives you a little bit of a boost. And as arms, you kind of want to stick to the people a little bit more than you do Fury. For looks, for minor glyphs, Blazing Trail, because you always want to have those flames, and Thunder Strike. Alright, so we're gonna go into stats. I've seen a lot of arms warrior rocking mastery and versatility, but mastery is really good. I've seen it work, and it's crazy. So we're gonna go with how play style. Now I have a macro where I charge, heroic throw, and hamstring all on the same button. You can make it by typing or shift clicking all three of those abilities in the order you want. We're gonna go with it saves a lot of space, and I also have a macro with hamstring and Colossus Smash, my fault. So that way you can get a good hit and a slow, and apply Colossus Smash's effect, and it leaves you just more time to put random Mortal Strike on. That's a good way. That's a good macro to use. Pretty much what you want to do is you want to keep your opponent slowed, and so you can stick them, and keep the healing reduced, and just do as much deeps as possible. So what you want to start off with is your charge macro. and slow them from the start, apply Mortal Strike, then Rend, so your rage will start ticking up, and as soon as that starts, start popping your Colossal Smash, your slows, your stuns, and keep the Mortal Strike applied, because the debuff will go away. But it does hit hard just by itself. I hit 25k Mortal Strikes, and that's enough for me. And the one-shot macro you can pull is using your Recklessness with your Avatar, or your Recklessness with your Blade Storm, and plus your Trinket. That's a very good burst, especially if they're already slowed and they cannot get away whatsoever. Alright guys, that's my Arms Warrior PvP guide. I'll bring you another one. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.